I want to welcome you to the Semaj MindSpa again, where we try to diffuse some of the distortions that exist, and we can add a little further dose of sanity to a very strange world that we now live in. Um, the topical issue now is the whole issue of Jamaica becoming a republic. Much of it was stimulated by Barbados making that big step. And my last live, yesterday I spoke about the whole issue of the concern about national heroes. Um, so those of you who missed it, it's available on a number of platforms: LinkedIn, YouTube. My argument against Bob Marley being considered for a national hero, not being in his best interest. I want to talk to you today about the Jamaican Republic reset. The Jamaica Republic reset. Now, it's easier said than done. And there's a good reason why it hasn't happened before, because of the high bar that has to be passed to get it. Now, first of all, you need 2/3 of the votes in the Senate. That's step one. But then comes the big hurdle. It must be put to a referendum where the entire electorate votes, and there must be at least 60% in favor of it. Now, guess what? In no election has the winning side ever gotten as much as 60%. So this means that no one party can come out in favor of the republic status and win. It requires collaboration. It requires both major parties campaigning together and convincing the populace that moving to a republic is the thing to do. Now, guess what? In the words of PJ Patterson, all that's required is a 5-minute conversation between the prime minister and the leader of the opposition to agree to this. And I believe that we could reap significant dividends. Because what has happened, the weakest link, as far as I'm concerned, in the tapestry of the Jamaican cultural landscape is our politics. Our politics have divided us, divided families, divided communities. We now have garrison communities with guaranteed seats. We're at a point where every year, every election, less people vote. And so that the winning number of votes, you can, with 20% of the populace voting for you, you can win the election. That's a problem. We have no serious no serious agreement across the population as to what we are about as a people. But if we agree to this one thing, that we should become a republic, the world already sees us as big and bold Jamaica. Jamaicans individually are world beaters in any capacity, anywhere they go, except our politics. So that if we could get our two major political parties, first of all, to agree to this, do you realize that that level of collaboration could help us to do a number of things? One, solve crime. Two, end corruption. And most immediately, tackle the COVID-19 crisis. So we don't have two sides of this issue. But first of all, once we come to the understanding that, listen, the two parties agree there's going to be a referendum on the question of republic, yes or no. Then what I'd love to see is that all the knowledgeable persons in the Department of Government, various universities in Jamaica, the Department of Political Science, all of these people now, we'd like to see a major conference on governance where we share with the public what are the options we have for governance. As far as I'm concerned, the present system hasn't served us very well at all. The Westminster model has not served us well. first past the post, winner take all, has not worked for us. So that there must be some other hybrid or model or combination. And I would love to see that the persons involved in the departments of governance and political science and so on debate this, put this to us as a people, have a major conference. And with all the technology we have now in terms of, streaming, this conference will be carried live and also available on YouTube, so the public could see what are the options. And coming out of that, we would now make some choices in terms of what form of governance we would love to have. The present system does not work for all of us. It works for a few, because if you're the winning party and your friends and colleagues get all the big contracts, the rest of us lose. So it's about time that we reconsider governance. We reconsider a collaborative approach. How will we govern Jamaica as a republic? And can you imagine if we solve the issue of crime and corruption, the amount of bandwidth we release for development and prosperity? So I'm looking forward to this. Next step, 60% plus vote in a referendum, but also a clarity on what we will do with respect to governance, crime, corruption, and COVID. We the people. We now have a situation where politicians are first and foremost for themselves, for their party and their supporters, not the public, not the people of Jamaica. And we should use this reset, the Jamaica Republic reset, to rethink the whole thing and decide what form of governance, what model works best for us. The one that we currently has, winner takes all, first past the post win, with everything vested in the prime minister. MPs have no power. Councillors serve no purpose. We can do much better than we currently do. So I'm looking forward to this. The Republic of Jamaica, which we already are in style and substance, but not in reality. But if we can now pull this off, folks, we're good. We're good.